because, like I said, it means the government is strategic. It means they know what they are doing when they want to do it. It also shows that Nigeria is a sovereign nation. It shows that we have good international relations with our neighboring countries. On the news yesterday, it was said he was caught in Ethiopia. If you do not have good international relations with that country, it will be difficult for you to even send your own Interpol to interact with the other countries' Interpol to bring such a person back into the country. So, but as you hear it everywhere, everyone will definitely tell you, oh, so the government might to even track somebody of this nature and also bring him down. Why not put that same energy to every sector, to every region, to everyone that is causing problem in this country? If you can face this particular person, why not face every other person? And it makes a section of the country keep saying, oh, because it is us, because it is us. So things like this cause issues within the polity. So if the government can also, on its own, put that same energy to catch other people causing problem in the country, I think we will go a long way. But we must commend the administration for doing the needful, for bringing him back to answer for his crimes. I don't know what's your view on that. Let me throw that to you again, Barry Avotu, because first of all, you are a national chairman of a strong body that is also gearing, advocating for the youth to join governance. And, so do you think what the government has done so far is in good light?
I think for me and for my group, the government is on a positive point. One, if you commit a crime, if you like be the president of Nigeria, if you like be the son, be the wife, you have to pay for it. There is a rule who says all over the world, anyone who kills must be killed all over the world. It's not a crime, it's not a law of Nigeria alone. If you are agitating, if you are agitating to have your own country, there are laid down procedures for these things to come to pass. We don't have to divide, or we don't have to form a country out of the issues of violence.
Yes, I think Africa presently
is
growing.
We have seen countries. India didn't fight a war before they became Pakistan and India. Pakistan didn't fight a war before they became Pakistan and Bangladesh. Russia didn't fight a war. We saw Croatia, we saw Slovakia, we saw Slovenia. We saw a lot of them from one country. So definitely, all I'm saying is, if you are a Nigerian and you commit a crime, there's no point for anybody to go out there and say, we want to support you because you are our brother. If you have a company and your brother is a wrong person and you admit the brother in your business and he squanders the business, it's not because it's your brother, that's why it has to remain. Your business will die. So practically, if anyone in Nigeria commits a crime, either be youth or whatsoever, the law is there to prove that you are guilty or you are not guilty. All we are saying is it's not supposed to be something about region or tribe or religion. Everyone, even today, if Shakao was caught, he will pay the same crime bills that Kanu is going to be paying at the end of the day. So it will stand as a lesson to every other person across Nigeria who is agitating and following wrong processes. There are processes for everything. I am not saying that he should be castigated because he is requesting to have a country. No. If you are requesting to have your country, it's not a crime. But follow the lay-down procedures, just like what we are telling INEC to follow the lay-down procedures on the issues of registration of political party and the hosting of elections across Nigeria.
Okay, Mr. Barry, actually ignorance is not an excuse when it comes to legal matters. And you made mention of other countries that later splitted and emerged from another country. In the case of our own, I would like you to let us know what are some of these basic or requirements or procedure that one can put into consideration in such act.
First and foremost, for you to have a country, I think by the law of Nigeria, who says you have the right to agitate, your agitation, one and only, must be peaceful. We have not seen peace in the agitation of the IPOB group. We have seen killings. We have seen the destruction of government properties. That is not the right way to go. So basically, you must do every agitation protest peaceful. You must follow the laid down procedure. Ask the government for a referendum. If the government approves, then so be it. You can do this in peace. In peace. Every country that became a country with bloodshed has never found peace till today. And we don't expect that to happen in Nigeria. Or moreover, if you ask me, I'll say that Nigeria is better as Nigeria than splitted. It's better for us to fight as a force than to fight as particles.
Okay, like some of the people having that opinion of agitation and separation, what's your message for them?
My message for them...
If need be implication after them.
Yeah, my message for all those who are agitating to have their country out of Nigeria is this. It's your right. That's what the Constitution says. But do it with the laid down procedures. Go and be educated on the activities of secession. Go and get informed on the process, just like the INEC process. When the government is rejecting you in your secession by following the law, that's when we now say we want to look at the international community to come in. But you cannot cause trouble in your country. People are dying and you are outside the country, largessing your life. And in the aspect of the death of other people's life and the destruction of property of government, no, we say no. And I believe that if this same person we are talking about has the integrity of this same movement, by now we could have seen all the Igbo shops closed across Nigeria. But you have not seen it, which means his agitation is a personal issue. For me, I see it as criminal. And it should be dealt as a criminal case. Moreover, why did you even jump bail in the first instance? Do you need to jump bail? If you are fighting for the freedom of a people, I think you should stand the heat that comes with it. Because there is no way anybody wants to play away from Nigeria as another nation and he thinks it's going to be easy.
Thank you very much. It's still 107.7 FM, the authentic voice of the Nigerian military. You are listening to Hello Miss. It's a program airing every Thursday from 10 a.m. till 11 a.m. and looking at insecurity in Nigeria and many more.
Most especially Elvis. Oftentimes we keep saying the rich, the powers that be, our leaders are nonchalant towards security because it affects mostly the common man. But today, just this within these 7 days, a sitting governor was attacked. A lawmaker lost his life, talking about Honorable Mohammed Ahmed, who is the lawmaker representing Shinkafi constituency in Zamfara House of Assembly. These are leaders, these are well-known people. So it's no longer a rustle, so to speak, of the common man, of the poor. Because oftentimes when we hear a bomb blast, you hear Mereke. We hear people who sell around the roadside, who push wheelbarrow, are the ones that lose their lives. Most times we hear an area being attacked. Most times it is poor people area, places that is densely populated. But now it is now coming to the rich. And we feel they should take this issue of insurgency much more seriously. Recently, I learned in Kaduna, some bandits went into Kaduna to pick some people too in Kaduna State. And I keep saying, I've traveled to so many states. There are local government areas that are within the borders of a particular state. We understand that. But where bandits will go into a state capital and then kill someone, how they live without being caught is what baffles me. Because any state you go to, from the entrance of the state to the road into the state to even within the state, you see presence of policemen, you see presence of checkpoints. So where do these people pass? That for 2-3 hours they will travel to go and commit a commit chaos, commit harm, cause problem, and leave uncaught with nobody, no security, no chase, no exchange of fire between them and security personnel. So it actually baffles me. I don't know how this is done. Like, I keep using this analogy. I said there's no way a sitting governor is serious as far as security is concerned in his state, and a stranger or sets of strangers will come into that state without him knowing. Because even as a person, when you go into a community, by yourself, looking at yourself, standing, moving around, you know that people are looking at you because they will definitely see some differences. So even if you dress like them, by looking at your face, they know this man is not from here. So how come people come into an area? Because it's not that they drive in immediately, commit the mayhem, kill people and leave immediately. No, they will leave for some time. So when these people leave for some time, are you saying there's no king, there's no chief, there's no what they call me angwa, there's no a man who owns a particular town, or someone that will raise eyebrows and say, what is happening? Who are these people? So most times when I hear these things, and that is why most times people believe it is political, and that is why the general populace, the masses keep saying our leaders, they throw the blame at our leaders. So when our leaders look at it in this light, I think they should do much more about it. I don't know how the mood was at the National Assembly when the news of this honorable filtered in the air within the National Assembly. Anderson, I don't know, do you know much about this lawmaker that got killed? He was not alone with his family, right?
Well, basically, first of all, the lawmaker is not a member of the National Assembly. He's a member of the state House of Assembly, and I'm aware that his son and his driver, were kidnapped, in the process, and all that. So it is a very pathetic one. Just like you said, the issue of insecurity, is beginning to affect everybody. It's beginning to affect even the rich. Like you said, the governor of Kano State. His convoy was attacked. As I speak to you right now, 3 police officers are still in the hospital. So when it continues like this, even last week, a former member of the House of Assembly from Kogi State was adopted in a hotel room inside Abuja. He just regained freedom. Therefore, yesterday. So the whole thing is becoming somehow. We know that the military, our police is trying. The military are on top of their game, but at least they should also. What we need is intelligence gathering at this point in time. To know how to curb this issue of insecurity that is actually ravaging our economy.
Okay, be part of the conversation by calling 0802 600 7418. 0802 600 7418 is the number to call, and you can text 0806 396 3643. 0806 396 3643. Let me come back to you, Barry Avotu, this time around. Insecurity, looking at Nigeria yesteryears compared to the present day, there are so many crimes happening presently. You want to imagine maybe it's a movie, but when you close your eye, you open your eye, it's real. It's reality. Real. And what do you think will become of Nigeria maybe in the nearest future? But before then, let's pick this call. Hello, good morning.
Okay, I think we
lost that call. What is the hope of Nigeria and Nigerians maybe 2-3 years from now?
The hope for Nigeria, 2 to 3 years to come, it's going to be very surprising to the world. Because thank God we have our own political party now, the youths, called Nigeria Youth Democratic Party, Nydp. We have decided to open up this party to participate in the electioneering processes and activities of our politics. And that will give us the impetus to participate by contributing our quota to the development of democracy in Nigeria and the Nigerian people. We need to be youth inclusive, just like we have financial inclusion in cryptocurrency that we are seeing today. We Nigerians need to be youth inclusive in the activities of politics, not by being special advisors or assistants to.
Are not inclusive.
We are not.
Or they decided to be.
No. The system is what has barred Nigerian youth from participating in politics. You see, when you add the figures of financial implication in the activities of politics, there's a metaphor that gives you the opportunity to cut off some people. And that has been what has cut off Nigerian youths in participatory politics. And this movement that we have decided to start will provide us a platform to participate like every other Nigerian. We have quality Nigerian people who have done so well in their different fields that will be introduced into the politics of Nigeria for 2023 and every other election that is coming up. For example, now, let me use myself as a case study. I'm a political scientist by academics and a professional journalist. I'm a master of it, and I have a PhD in review. It means that I have the institutional gravity to participate, to advise, meaning that most of the informations for activities you'll be seeing in politics in the near future will be professional. We have seen politicians in Nigeria who are not schooled. You cannot compare somebody who is academically trained and let me say institutionally trained and training by the job. You are an engineer, you are in the studio performing a presentation job. There is no way with all your talent you can get benefits. You can get strong benefit from whatever you want to give to the people. So that's what we are saying. Nigeria will come to a time when you will be seeing the round pegs in round holes. Not like what we are seeing today when we see square pegs in round holes. You cannot be a banker and at the same time you are working as an engineer in a site. We want to see bankers at the banks. We want to see builders at the site. Those are the jungles that they have jungled together that we are begging the government to provide us the platform. Like INEC now, we have been begging INEC to do the needful. What is the needful? Respect the rule of the Electoral Act by registering the Nydp and get us out of review. You cannot keep a political association in review that has the implication of form-based members online up to 250 million people across the world, both Nigerians and non-Nigerians. This is the first time in the history of our politics to have that kind of crowd. So now, as the chairman, I have not one day told anybody to go and close the National Assembly because the roof leaked and they collected money. No. I have not said they should stop any governor from coming into Abuja. But we have the strength to do that. Okay. But because of my education, that cannot happen.
Okay, but Barry, sorry, I need to correct you because everything has to do with National Assembly affects me because that's my constituency.
Oh, that's right.
Because when you say there are members of National Assembly, the roof leaked,
yeah,
members of National Assembly collected money. That's not true. That's not true because we just say that here that we engaged the Director of Information of National Assembly last week on this issue of the leaking roof, and he said that the money is not in their purview, and even if the money comes, the money won't come to National Assembly because National Assembly does not own the National Assembly building. The National Assembly building belongs to the FCC.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Where does the legislation happen in Nigeria in the federal capacity?
No, it's a National Assembly.
So who occupies the National Assembly?
It's members of the parliament.
Good. So if the members of the parliament occupies the building that does not belong to them, it shows that there's something wrong. Because you see, not every property will be in ownership by government of the FCT. FCT is not a state, it's the Federal Capital Territory. But we cannot say the National Assembly as a property does not belong to legislation. We have a National Assembly Commission. National Assembly Commission, is it a parastatal or a ministry under the Federal Capital Territory Development? No. So why I said the National Assembly have collected the money is because that money was booked in the budget for the National Assembly. Whether they've collected it or not, that's not our business. All we know is that every monies that were budgeted for the National Assembly usage will go to the National Assembly for its repair. We don't care who does the job. We don't want to know who wants to do the job. All we know is that the National Assembly has the money and it must be spent.
It's good for us to care.
You are
where
only
the
saying,
money goes.
Mr. Anderson, you are only saying the National Assembly is not by. Are you saying the National Assembly is not by law in charge of that money? Which book have told us that the money should not go to National Assembly?
By law, National Assembly. What I'm just trying to make you understand is
yes.
The National Assembly building belongs to the FCDA as well as the way that the Aso Rock also belongs to the FCDA. It is FCDA that's in charge of the repairs and everything that has to, and the renovations.
Yes.
That has to do as far as National Assembly is concerned.
Yes.
But they have said that, look, this money, it is not in our purview. That even if when this money comes,
yes,
this money does not go to members of it does not go to the National Assembly management, and it goes to the FCDA.
Yes.
So I was trying to correct that part of it.
Okay, but still, the money is used on the repairs of the building where the National Assembly members sit. So definitely, the money can be traced from the National Assembly.
That's very true. And truly, you see, these issues, why we always have fake news, why we always have rumor mongers, why we always have news or issues or topics going around the polity without knowing which one is true or not, is because those who are in charge of this information do not come out to talk. For example, we had the spokesperson of the National Assembly last week, who we got on air, and he told us, look, they are not in charge of this money. And even if it comes, it goes to FCDA. Since that last week, we've been trying to reach the man from the FCDA to come and talk. I'm a TV person. I love news. I have not seen him in any station. For me to even say, okay, he was on so station and he said this, so that I can make reference to that.
Yeah.
So when people who are saddled with the responsibility,
yes.
I keep saying in Nigeria, people who have appointments, so also every worker in every sector, they have this feeling of, I don't care. That's one issue I have problem with. Like when you go to the bank, you go to customer care. Customer care is to take care of me. You see the customer care talking to you like sometimes as early as 9:10, the person is behaving like he's tired already. You go to the ministry, the same kind of attitude. We have this I don't care attitude. I remember I was talking to someone recently about police issues, and I expected him to clear the air, and he said, I don't owe you an explanation. And it is bordering on your institution, bringing bad name to your institution. Why will you tell me you don't owe me an explanation? You know, so most times we don't care about what's happening within our country. That's why we keep hearing this rumor here. First of all, we had 37 billion, later 28 billion. Now we are hearing that it is 9 billion. Whether the 9 billion has been paid or not, we are arguing till now. I don't know about what you have to say.
Like I always say, you see, a lot of people who participate in the democracy of Nigeria are not democratically educated to understand the principles of democracy, the norms of democracy. What democracy brings on the table must be taught to people operating it. It's just like you driving a trailer without knowing the activities of where the brake is and where whatsoever is. So practically all I'm saying is that, for example, like the case of our powerful Kano State governor that was attacked. Yeah. That's a sign that the polity is broken. Yes. And we cannot return to any broken table to discuss the issues of mending Nigeria. Or else, it means that the decisions that will be taken on that broken table are going to be broken decisions. So basically, we should engage people who are educated enough on democratic activities to run Nigeria. If we have good governance, we will not see bandits. If we have good governance, Boko Haram will not be able to recruit our children. If we have good governance, nobody will agitate. Because with Nigeria, actually, in the olden days, nobody cares who becomes president of Nigeria. If you like, have a South-South person 3 times back-to-back, or a Northerner back-to-back, we'll be happy. What matters for Nigeria is quality leadership, respect for the rule of law, good governance, and love for country. If you have love for country, I don't think there's anybody that can swingle you to do anything wrong. Our constitution itself has not even helped matters. The governor of Kano State cannot do anything because we have an invisible handcuff that has held the hands of all our governors in the issue of security. Until we have state police where the governors can take charge of the security of their states, we will continue to wallop in this banditry, raping, and Boko Haramism, and all these agitations that don't have integrity to stand
Mr.
as
Barry,
all.
you made mention of invisible handcuff affecting governors. What do you mean by that?
When I say invisible handcuff, I was trying to do a research on the issues of finding solutions to the democracy of Nigeria when it comes to insecurity. And I confirmed that the governors, when they are sworn in as governors, the first thing they swore to is a Holy Bible or a Quran, saying they will protect the lives and properties of the people. That is the number one principal responsibility of the head of state or the president or the state governor. So practically, the constitution is the handcuff that have made the governor not capable to help protect this issue because of state police. If the governor has power with a state police, I don't think we'll have all these problems.
Okay, you are the national chairman of Nigerian Youth Democratic Party. How
Yes.
prepared is that youth?
Everywhere I go, every station I have attended for interviews, they always ask me these questions. And you see, one of the major issues we are facing today in our politics as youths is finance.
Number one.
And for now, we have decided to say, okay, since this is like this, we bring out a strategy to work a way for us to provide those finance. And I confirm, you see, I always call myself a political scientist because I'm an institutionally qualified person to be called a political scientist. Now, I brought out a way. I wrote a book called Nigeria Beyond General Elections. Anytime we are approaching an electioneering year in Nigeria, you see killings, you see different things just because of who is going to be president, who is going to be governor and senator whatsoever. Then after that election, we go back to the same people that we are. My book is going to be giving opportunity to people who are interested in politics to understand democracy.
What's the title of the book?
The title of the book is Nigeria Beyond General Elections.
Okay, maybe another day. No, let's not talk too much about.
Yeah. So now,
so much about Mr. Barry. He's spoken about his political party. We are now talking about his book.
No. He asked a question, so I was trying to. No, I was trying to. Okay. Let's go away from the book. Let's go away from my party. Let's talk about the funding that you talked about.
I am interested in the angle of the party because now if you're talking about security, the center runs on youth. Kidnapping center runs on youth, and the youths are the backbone of any democracy, and they are the leaders of tomorrow.
Yes.
I asked the question, how prepared are they?
The youths are over prepared. If you have 100%, we have 150% preparation to take Nigeria come 2023. Like this, providing basic amenities for our people, we take them out of juvenile delinquency. If we can provide jobs for Nigerian youths, like we have a project, we are ready if the present administration invites us to do a tender presentation to provide these jobs. 1 million jobs in every 3 months. We have the formula.
Just one question.
Yes, sir.
Please. Do you have a name? If I am to ask you now, give me one name of a youth that can be president of Nigeria.
We can't let that out of our bags just like
this
that.
is one problem.
We can't. No, we can't. That is our political strategy that you want to steal and give to other parties. We can't just be telling you. If I tell you one person now, it means that I am
Okay,
I am practicing impunity
it's part of
because I'm
us.
already selling that
For
person
security
against
purpose.
those other people for security purpose.
Thank you very much. Okay, now let's come in. You made mention of there's a formula for job creation for over 1,000.
1 million
1 million.
persons in every 3 months.
How possible is that?
Give us the privilege and we'll show you. Invite us to do a presentation and we'll share it with you. We are not a political group or association
this is
that is greedy.
No, this is not
If
a presentation.
APC comes,
No.
we'll give them.
Let
If
Barry-
PDP comes, we'll give them as far as they are in power. As far as they are in power, if they come, we give it to them. Nigeria belongs to all of us. We are ready to share our idea to move Nigeria forward.
Okay, I love that. I love that language. Said Nigeria belongs to all of us.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if I have a solution to a particular problem and I'm not giving it out, I'm not happy.
You are an enemy of Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Like what you've said, what activities or maybe modalities you've put in place to be able to fashion out this solution before any state governor, or representative from a particular constituency, or even the presidency, and maybe it failed, or maybe your own opinion was declined.
Okay, I have some receipt of project proposals we've submitted to the presidency when our president Buhari entered power, and we submitted to the office of the vice president. We submitted to the office of Mr. President in the former our late Abakari. No response was made. We are ready to give our government the privilege to stop banditry by providing jobs. We have a formula to provide 1 million jobs for 1 million Nigerian youths every quarter. That's in every 3 months. It's easy. It's not expensive. And these are supplementary jobs that can still allow them go to school.
Barry, just give us one. Just give us
It's
one.
called, one of our projects is called WHEN. WHEAN, meaning wealth, health, agriculture, employment in Nigeria. It's called wealth, health, agriculture, employment in Nigeria. If we do a presentation in an open hall, like a town hall, Nigeria will be our winner.
Well, you are right here in the studio, and we are running a presentation on Halloween.
Maybe God wants Hallow Maze to help Nigeria. That's why I think Anderson has done everything to make sure I'm here. I'm just coming from Lagos right now. He forced me to come here. And if the government is listening, they should thank Anderson for finding me, because we have the solution to provide those jobs. And we're waiting for the government to call for that.
Because the issue of unemployment can go a long way to curb insecurity.
My Oga is the solution
Yes.
to
And that's why
these
I'm actually asking
issues we are facing today in Nigeria. That is the solution. And we have the formula.
I know part of the reasons the youth are yet to make it in politics, like he rightfully said, is finance. I remember when we had Honorable Nina Elendu here, she also pointed in why women are not strong in politics, that is finance. That whether we like it or not, men hold financial power in politics. And most women who even make it to politics have 1 or 2 men who sponsor them into politics. She actually said that. And for youths presently, we don't have that financial power to muscle the old class, so to speak, out of power. And power, as you well know, is not something they just call you and say, come and take. You must muscle it out. They say most time power is not giving, it is taking.
By force.
In this climb, most